Hello everyone, before I start this video, I would like to thank everyone that has subscribed. Your subscription has been very encouraging towards me and been making me want to do more videos. Unfortunately, I'm one of those essential workers and I don't have that free time that many are getting from the COVID-19 pandemic. But to all, I thank you for your support. Without further ado, what is that slashing purple aura thingy? Well, I'm going to tell you, and it has something to do with your mag. It isn't a special skill that you can get yourself. It's a special thing that your mag can get once it reaches level 200. Mags are special companions that don't really do much except for boost your stats even further and have some abilities that will help you out. After you get your mag to level 100, you unlock the Photon Burst ability, which allows you to summon a photonic entity that will fight with you for a short duration. Depending on how you grow your mag, that mag will take on forms according to the stats that you build it on. You can change the appearance and even change the type of photon blast with devices. So when you grow your mag, you want to focus on the stats you want on it and not on its appearance or the possible photon blast that you want. Just focus on the stats that you want to grow. After you grow your mag to level 200, you will get one of the following four special abilities exclusive to level 200. Exclusive. The following are Clobber, Vulcan, Focus, and Iron Will. Depending on which attack stat is higher, you will get the ability accordingly. Like, for instance, strike attack, or for the more English translation, I guess, melee attack will lead to the slashing aura. You can get devices to change your mag's special ability to something you would prefer, but it will only work if your mag is at level 200. The ability needs time to charge, and a soft flame light indicator around your mag will signal that it is fully charged. Now, talking about each of the special abilities, the Clobber is a nice melee-oriented ability. It increases the rate of DPS, and since it's a small AoE around you, you can even have it as a somewhat defensive measure. Downside, it is very lacking in distant attacks and can be under useful at times or underused. This ability will activate once it is fully charged and you have attacked. Out of the four abilities, I rate this ability to be the second best. Next is the Vulcan, not the Star Trek Vulcan. Vulcan is a ranged-oriented ability. It can shoot anything that can be targeted, even at a distance. It will continue to shoot at a target until that target is dead or out of range. Downside, it is a single targeting ability and you have no control of it. Also, you probably hardly will notice that the ability had activated. The ability will activate after you attack and after it's fully charged. Out of the four abilities, I rate this ability to be the third best, or second to worst. And the next ability, Focus. Focus is a technique ability. It will activate when attacking with technique. When activated, it displays a ring around your avatar. This ability has no offensive feats, but it does reduce the charge time of techniques. Downside, practically everything about it is a downside. While short charge time is helpful with techniques, the abilities last for a short time and it doesn't even increase the damage of your technique. And not to mention, the reduced charge time is hardly noteworthy since it is like 1 second reduction. Outside the mag ability, there are skills and classes that have better effects than the mag's ability. Example, Phantom's Tech Short Charge. It reduces the damage to 70%, but it has reduced the charge time by 50%. And the cost that you have to pay for that tech charge is reduced by 30%. With that 50% charge time, you can cast techs twice the regular rate and effectively do 140% compared to the regular 100%. This mag ability I have rated to be the trash last of the four abilities. Trash. Next up is Iron Will. Iron Will is a defensive type ability oriented with dex. This ability is activated when you take damage. At the time of taking damage, the damage is reduced. You also gain heavy standing ability, which will make it so that you are not affected by knockback or knockback attacks. The ability features a bubble shield around your avatar. This ability lasts as long as the other abilities, but probably has the most beneficial effect in comparison. Downside, no offensive feats, unless you consider heavy standing a great way to not fly all over the place as you are attacking. With reduced damage and heavy standing, this ability has been very helpful in my combat experience. I favor this ability the best of the best. Again, you can change the special abilities to the one you prefer the most through devices you can get from the trading at the Xcube shop. Out of curiosity, I would like to know how everyone would rate these abilities. As I have stated, Iron Will first, Clobber second, Vulcan third, and Focus last. Please leave your opinions in the comments below. Now that we have talked about what your mag can be and how helpful it can become, let's talk about how we can build your mag. Your mag can grow into three different attacks, decks, and the three different defenses. It is not uncommon for veteran players to have at least two mags. They usually have one mag focused in attack of their choosing and one pure dex mag. To have a defense mag is frowned upon and the benefit is not the best. I say that because there are classes that have skills that take the attack or the dex of a mag and share it with other stats. Like for instance, the Braver's mag, which takes the dex of the mag and applies that stat point to all attack stats. So you are not just looking at 200 dex, but also 200 strike attack and 200 range attack. So you may want to build your first mag like so. Personally, I recommend going with a pure dex mag. And my recommendation will go against some what you may call elitist recommendations. But getting more mags aside from the first free one, will cost money to attain. So you will want to have a mag that can be useful for every class as you explore the PSO2 world and all of its fun class builds. There is also the fact that Dex can be useful. Dex is a stat that will rise the minimal attack power of your attack. It will also lower the minimal attack power of your opponent or enemy. So it isn't just a offensive bonus, but it also a defensive bonus too. It is also a stat required for some weapons and units, and you can equip those high-end wares as early as level 5. Dex also is a stat that determines the score of them room games that you may have in your room. It's pretty useless for the room games, but hey, at least I got a higher score than you. Hey! Now you probably are wondering to yourself, after learning about the decks, what does critical do? And, well, from pretty much experience and as well as going through some debates on it, critical, when you increase the proc rate, you're increasing the chance of proccing that crit. You are not never increasing the crit damage unless you go to fighter, but pretty much throughout all the classes it's only proc rate. There is a hidden stat under your weapons that's not shown, a hidden crit proc rate on them, and they're usually over 50%, somewhere around 65%, I believe, or more. I'm not quite totally sure on that, but you don't really want to ever build on crit proc rate because what crit does in this game, it does not multiply your damage. It only goes to max damage. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and remember to comment down below about those 4 mag special abilities and what you think about them and how you would place them in your ratings. You all have a good day and enjoy your PSO2 world.
All right, mic check. Mic check. Oh wow. Good feedback. Oh man, everything's looking good. Sounds looking good. Oh yeah. Oh man, with with the new stuff and PSO2 coming out on PC very soon. Oh, things are going to get very different. Yeah.